everyone, it's Suzanne, your health coach. I'm back. It's Wednesday and I have been gone for a little bit. I like to come to you every Wednesday and I've kind of fallen down on that. And mainly because I've been helping to look after my father. Many of you may have heard or may know that my father had a flood in his condo last October, then broke his hip in November, went to rehab for over 2 months, and then came home and got pneumonia. Back to the hospital we went. And anyways, he is on the mend, I'm so thrilled to say, and he's also turning 100 in June. So I'm stoked that he's doing so well. He's up walking, he's mobile, he's amazing. I can't get over the will and the desire to get better that he has. And we've been with him all the way. So I've spent the last 4 months kind of helping to look after him and making sure that he had everything he needed to be the best that he could be. Because I wanted him to see his 100th birthday. Yeah. Anyway, so what I did was I kind of unbalanced my life. I was helping to look after him and a bunch of other things, didn't look after myself so well. And what I figured out in probably in the last month or so is that I am truly an emotional eater. And I know that many of us are emotional eaters, whether we want to say it or not. I kind of feel like I'm the poster child for emotional eating because I think I've been like this most of my life, but I've only come to really acknowledge and realize it over the last month or two. And I think a lot of us might be closet emotional eaters. But eating for emotion is completely normal and it's really healthy. It's how we're built. Our triggers can be physical, they can be environmental, or typically they can be emotional. For me, it was, one of the main things was every day I would go see my dad and spend hours with him. And on the way home, I would eat. I would eat on the way home, I would eat when I got home, because I was just releasing, I think, some stress. And so it was very emotional for me. And of course, all these emotional triggers drive us to eat when we're not hungry. That's kind of one of the keys. But overcoming emotional eating and understanding it and being aware of it is really about rebalancing your life. So that's what I'm doing. I'm rebalancing my life. And I'm back here on Wednesday because I want to come to you every single Wednesday. And I want to talk to you honestly about what I'm doing, what I found, all kinds of fun health knowledge. So today it's really about emotional eating. And emotional eating, when we start getting a handle on it, it means that we're learning to meet our true needs instead of really turning to food. So things like I ask myself now, am I really hungry? Am I really hungry? Let's think about that for a minute. I kind of do a mind-body scan. So it's about awareness, understanding that, oh, look, I'm doing that and I'm going to want to eat again. I'm doing this and, ooh, look, there's that feeling of wanting to eat again. Am I really hungry? But one of the key things that I really wanted to share with you today about emotional eating, because we know all about dieting, right? Many of us have tried it more than once, had some success, had sometimes not very successful at all, hasn't really lasted. 98% of us lose weight and gain it back. I was really good at I lost 70 pounds and I kept it off for 4.5 years, almost 5 years. And now I've gained some of it back. So I'm not going on a diet. I'm figuring out my emotion around eating and the triggers and what it's about. And I'm going to say thank you to one of my coaches for this because she's the one who keyed me into this. As an emotional eater, I have a harder time when I try to restrict or deprive myself of something. And we've all heard that deprivation is not a good thing because it makes us want more. I'm exactly like that. So what I've done is I've started adding on. And when you think about it in those terms, I added on about a month ago, I started adding on more vegetables. I had been exercising all the way through this, but not to the extent that I used to. So I started adding on more movement. Not necessarily hardcore exercise. I really listen to my body and my emotions, but I'm doing a beautiful yoga class and I'm doing other exercise and movement. That's what my body wanted. That's what I really added on. I also added on some honest conversations because the emotions that we carry are sometimes built around shoving all the emotions down, not really talking about things. And I was doing that. So I had a couple of really honest conversations with some family members, and it was quite freeing. But I added that on. It was amazing. And now that I've been adding some things on, I'm moving into action with all kinds of stuff, with my business, with my obviously my eating habits. I'm not on a diet. I'm just listening to my body. I'm feeding my body the food that it's asking for. I'm cooking again. I haven't cooked in a couple of months. And before that, it was too hard to cook. So I found other ways to add on. I added on going to Whole Foods and buying some of their already cooked vegetables and their already cooked meats so that I could it would be easy to eat well and fuel my body. The adding on piece, I can't tell you, is so amazing. I don't feel deprived. I don't feel restricted. I don't feel like I can't have this and I can't have that and I've got to watch this and I got to count calories. None of that. Emotional eating is really about our relationship with food, but how we deal with the emotion is what we need to look at and be aware of. And the awareness piece is massive. I wanted to share that with you today. I have a 90-day emotional eating program, which I have a couple clients going through right now. I'm putting myself through it again because I need to deal with some things, and I would love you to join me on that journey. I do sample sessions if you want to check it out and just see if it's something that feels right for you. I'm out to help everybody I can with this because I think we're all emotional eaters, and some of us more so than others, and some of us can manage it. Some of us need a bit of help, and I'm here to help. I really am, and I'm going through it. I've been through it. I'm going through it again. I know what I'm talking about. I can really relate. And I wanted to end by saying, number one, I will be back every Wednesday, and that is my commitment to you. And number two, I wanted to just repeat something I did a little while ago, which is my mantra. And I love it. So I'm going to say it to you. I'm going to repeat my mantra to you, and I hope that you can share your mantra with me, or think of your own mantra, or take my mantra as well. I don't care. If you love it, if it resonates, absolutely fabulous. So my mantra of mightiness is that I am good enough, strong enough, worthy enough of having the happy life I deserve. I choose to honor my body, release the fear, and live life feeling safe. It feels very, very perfect for me. And I hope that you can take a little bit from this. And please feel free to connect with me. Tell me what you think. If you think you're an emotional eater, tell me what you're thinking about. If you have other questions you want me to chat about, I'm happy to do that too. I'm here. So this is Suzanne, your health coach. I'm going to sign off for today, and I will see you again next Wednesday. And I really look forward to hearing from all of you. And thanks for watching.